Greetings and hallucinations, ladies and lads. I am Chancellor of the harmonious frequencies of the mighty empire of Onion, and this is Factorio. Well, we've got our steel production started. I'm still not sure how efficient this is, since this little guy down here isn't actually getting any iron plates at the moment. Maybe it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. Huh. I may have to think about that. I may put another smelter down here, and then extend this down, convert this one to be pulling in iron ore, and outputting plates. Then we'd have 3 iron plates for 3 steel production. But I don't know. We'll figure it out one of these days. Let's see here. Yeah, we do need to work on trying to get these blue science packs going, which is going to be incredibly complex. Apparently we need plastic in order to do this. So I guess that means that we really need to get oil production going. What are we... I've never even started to explore anything like this. Pump jacks. Oil refinery. Chemical plant. See, they don't tell me exactly what they do. It just has these options here. Okay. Something that I do know about, though, is power. We look like we're doing okay. I pointed out in my edits that I should probably have run these boilers and stuff out horizontally here, and then I would have more area along the side of this pond with which to acquire water and make more power and stuff. So I may do that here. If I just run this belt over a little ways and down, I could hook up the boilers in such a way that they would still be able to be fed coal and stuff, because we will need some more power production in the future, and I'm not sure how well oil pump jacks work. That's coal there. Is this oil over here? Man, we're seeing more and more alien hives out here. And I do need to get some more defenses up around this copper up here and around the power down here as well. Oh, that's copper. That's not enemies. That's good. Yeah, this looks like it might be oil over here. I don't know what oil looks like, though, is the only problem. Oh, mining productivity 2 is finished. 3 is available. That's an extra 2%, and I imagine it's going to take some time to acquire. Do we have anything that's more pressing right now? Bullet damage, maybe? Lasers? This does give us access to laser turrets in the future with military science, which is something we may look into producing also. Oh, modules would be nice to get. Yeah, because then we could do speeds, efficiency, productivity, and all that kind of stuff would be nice. Modular armor. Small grid for equipment modules that give you unique bonuses. Wearing it also increases your inventory size. That sounds pretty good. And then I guess these are the modules for the module armor. Energy shields, laser defense. Wow. Combat robotics, that would be fun to get into. This is all very exciting. This requires all kinds of different science packs, though. These require the higher level. Do I not already have engines? Engine parts? Engine units, pumps? Okay, we're going to need these for sure, so let's get into that research. Yeah, so I'm going to quickly shift this over to make it effective over here, and then I'll bring you guys back once I've gotten that done and we're on to something else. Wow, that was really fast. Engine is done already. Electric engine could come next. What do we need for the car? Logistics 2. Okay, we'll go for that then. Alright, we've got this set up now. It doesn't look like it's connected, but it totally is, and it's set up in a way that we could just continue the coal down and set up another situation exactly like this right here. With that being said, though, I think it is time that we go ahead and make up some defenses for this place. Okay, I've been trying to rejig the reds here. and get it in, yeah, 2 extra assemblers after working things around a little bit. I had to work with the power to get it distributed across all of the assemblers and the inserters, but I got it done, and we added in 2 extra assemblers for reds. I had to drop this down 1 just so that we could get it lined up with this. It shouldn't mess with anything over here, because even though it's going on both sides of this belt, it's only on the inside of this belt. So eventually this is going to pile up. This will pile up back this direction too, but that's fine. Let's see. Car would be nice so that we could go travel around. I haven't messed around with stack inserters. Sorry if you hear that low rumble. It is storming right now outside IRL. More effective means to defend yourself and your factory. That looks like a bunch of different kinds of weapons. Yeah, piercing rounds, grenades, and this gives us access to the military science pack. So let's go for that then. Yeah, so this will start stacking up and everything will be fine. I've been working on getting guns and ammo crafted up a little bit so that we can get some defenses set up. I'm trying to see now. Yeah, I have plenty of stone right now. Wow, military 2 finished immediately almost. Grenade damage we can't get into. Landfill. Used to build grasses. Used to mine any kind of path. I don't know what this means, but we'll research it. But yeah, I do have enough of everything that I need to get going. I had to collect up some iron and copper and stuff. It looks like I have some copper ore in my inventory I want to get rid of. And since we're up here, we might as well protect this area. I'll start up around here maybe. Yeah, have the turret make sure to guard all of this. Because if we look at the map, these enemies are directly up towards the north, but there's also enemies here that'll likely attack. They should only attack the power generators. They may attack this corner here since it's exposed. But yeah, I want to be sure that pretty much all of this is protected down here. Okay, landfill is finished already as well. Railway, flammables, circuit network. Oh, this gives us wires, different colored, used to connect machines to the circuit network using the left mouse button. Okay. Arithmetic combinator performs arithmetic operations on circuit network signals. This is all very complicated. Compares. Okay, so these are AND or if gates or whatever. Outputs constant signal. Control the connections of the electric network. A speaker. Oh. Okay. Not sure how useful that's going to be to me in the future. Let's get bullet damage too, because I know what that means. Okay, this should definitely leave us room for expanding one more time at least down in this lower zone, which is fine with me. Okay, so if I have this gun selected, apparently whenever I'm making bullets it puts it in this slot here, but now that I have this gun selected it's putting it in this one, which is pretty ideal. Flammables will go fast actually. Let's research that quickly. Okay, just observing our iron production for a short amount of time here. And it looks like we aren't really piling up. This guy's rarely getting enough resources, so we could add to this production if we were so inclined. I think we need to. I can see it piling up back here, but we're going to need to divert this conveyor belt in order to get started on the military research. And it's expensive. Piercing rounds magazines requires regular magazines plus yeah, steel, copper. These are just iron, and then we've got steel, copper, and the regular magazine. Grenades are 10 coal and 5 iron plates. And then these are pretty expensive too. 20 iron plates, 10 copper, and 10 gear wheels. So that's a ton of iron that we're going to need in order to start crafting up military research. That's a ton of iron. This guy's almost out. 3.9k. 3.2 up here even. So some of these upper ones and front ones are running low. Which tells me that if we go ahead and do a weird little network adding to all of this, even if it does start backing up, eventually we're going to have all this mined out. So I think this is what I'm going to work on right now. Just maxing out our iron production as we can and seeing how that goes for us. I'm going to have to steal some of these belts though as we go. Oh, Iron Throne 1, produce 20k iron plates per hour. Achievement. 20k iron plates per hour. Take that, Cersei. Okay, we've got our research done. There's still a lot going on. Yeah, let's move straight to bullet speed 3. Mining speed will probably come up here pretty soon. And yeah, I think we're just gonna go this way. Okay, we're seeing all kinds of pile up with the iron ore now, which is preferable to not having enough running up there. I wonder though if it might be ideal to be dropping this iron off on this back stage here. Sorry about that thunder. There's nothing I can do about it, so I shouldn't apologize, but it is a bit distracting. Let's drop this off down here instead, so that we're maximizing the exposure to the inserters there. Yeah, we should see it start piling up on both sides, which is ideal. So I'm thinking probably the next step is to split it off of here, because I still want some going into storage if at all possible. We're going to need a splitter, and we're going to need some underground boys, I'm sure. And we need to get that all down. We'll need another splitter for the coal, and we're also going to need some copper as well. So we'll need to split off some copper plates from here, maybe. I'm going to try to do as much of it as I can down in this area, but we'll see how effective that is and see where it takes us. Oh man, this research is just flying by. I am not going to have the military research done in time, and we're going to wind up being having our research paused for a short while. It should be fine. Okay, down to here. Then we've got Underground Boy right here. Let's go as far as we can with it, just because I like to have space. And then we're going to, like I say, need to split off from here. Then I think we go straight down beside is going to be the plan. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing here, but we'll see how it works out for us. Okay, and the plates are only coming in on one side, which is a bit of a shame. Trying to think what the best way is to remedy that, and I think I know what it is. It goes something like this. I'm using a surprising number of stone bricks. I never thought I would need this many. Then we'll need at least 2 inserters and a long-handled. Here, this guy has to be at this low end. He's inputting, that's correct. This guy is going to be inputting this direction and outputting over here. He could actually output directly into the chest, and that's no problem. Oh man, oh, I haven't been researching, dang it. I forgot. We'll go railway then, because that should take... No, it's not going to take very long at all. We'll need 1 more for the iron gear wheels, but that only assumes that the regular assembly machines can make grenades. And I'm not sure if that's the case. Yeah, they can. Okay, so we'll need at least 1 more of those. Oh, You can directly replace small with mediums. I did not realize that until just now. That's amazing. Okay, if I drop this guy here, and I want him to make regular firearm magazines, we can see that the piercing mags need the more advanced assembling machine. I'm going to assume that they need the advanced one for the gun turrets. They do. Okay, so we're going to need at least one more advanced. Didn't I build more assembly machines? Oh, these require assembly machines, that's why. Okay, that makes sense then. So this guy's just making regular bullets. We'll have him like this. And I wanted this to output directly into the assembler for the more complicated bullets. So that'll go here. This may not be the most efficient. Yeah, piercing rounds. We're gonna need a couple more of these at least. This is mostly what it's needed for, is just this. So I need to get copper right here, is all. Which is kind of a pain, because I'm gonna have to run it all the way down and around. I'm not sure what other options I have. We'll go with a splitter then. Once again, I'm not paying attention to my research. Let's keep going. Oops. Okay, so this guy's gonna be... Oh, of course there's no power right here. That figures. It's alright, we'll get it fixed. Okay, so he's going to be making piercing rounds. Maybe I should have brought it in up here, because the output of the piercing rounds is gonna have to go to whatever is making the military pack. I didn't think about that. I could put the output down, though, is the thing. That is a possibility. Okay, so let's go with machine 2. This one's going to be making grenades, so we need the long-handed one there, which means we only need to bring the coal down to here, is all. Then this has to come down here at least. This guy's going to go in right there. Oops. And then we'll make grenades with this guy. Okay, so that's done. Now we need gun turrets, which also require copper plates, but also gear wheels. Iron, copper, and gear wheels. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have to experiment here with the outputs then. If these two machines were to output onto the same belt, that one would go far, this one would go near. That works for me. And it takes us quite some time to make grenades. I may actually need 2 grenade outputs, but that would complicate things. Not as badly as I'm trying to make it, though. We could just come straight down. I don't know what to do with these miners, mining drills. Let me know if I can just destroy them or something, because that would be pretty epic. I already have some extractors. Let's switch these then over to grenades. Because what is... Come on. It's got to be, yeah, 1 times piercing rounds, 1 grenade, 1 gun turret. So the gun turret's probably going to be my holdup, because it's going to take even longer, I imagine, to build than the grenades or the piercing rounds. Okay, so we'll put him there, and we'll need another long-handed. Okay, so he needs plates and gears. I made the other assembling machine for the gears. You're gonna go here. Is this as many transport belts? Okay. Okay, so there's gears. This one's gonna come around. Oh, it can't come out this way. Why am I like this? It's okay. Nope. No, it's not okay. Well, yes it is. Hang on, because can we use long-handed inserters this direction? Okay, so I can run these belts underneath these inserters, and they aren't going to interfere with this belt. That's perfect, actually. Okay. And so now, we need one of these guys here. We're going to need a lot of these, aren't we? Producing the magical military research here. Okay, let me think about this while I look at more research. Sulfur processing is going to get us to the, here we go, energy accumulators. And this is all red and greens. So we could actually get here without the next level of research. So let's go that route. Okay, so let me think about this some more. Yeah, we're going to need more of these guys. Let's make like 5 more. So what are we looking like in terms of inputs and outputs here? I'm extending these further than they need to go because I want to have more of these happening. I don't know about it, how reasonable those expectations are though, because I imagine that these guys, yeah, this is going to take quite some time to output actually. So having multiples of these may not be reasonable. Anyway, we're gonna have you here. Okay, you'll grab as soon as it comes out, and then you can go here. Gonna need, yeah. Yeah, because if this produces a black by the time this produces a turret, and it looks like about the same, then it doesn't make sense to have more of these. Okay, let's get more into it. This is for that. It's the only direction we can go right now. Yeah, so to expand the production of these gun turrets, there's a lot of finagling we would have to do. Yeah, I wonder if there might be a way that we could rearrange this slightly. Assembling machine 2, huh? I guess the easiest way would be to bring the copper down here. And if we could join the copper with the gears, we could figure out something that way. Okay. Oh, battery's finished already. Man, it's taken me forever to figure out this stuff. I'm really working on it, though. Let's go. Okay, so test number 1 is going to be like this. I'm going to want one of these fast inserters bringing in copper and gears. And then I'm going to want 2 of these long-handed inserters bringing in plates. Since you need twice as many plates as you do copper and gears. Then we're going to tell it that we want it to be making gun turrets. So it's going to grab the gears first, then the copper. That starts out. Okay, and then the output is going to be here. We're going to take long-handed inserters bringing in the gun turrets to these assemblers here. That's not a lot though. Let's go grab some out of storage, because it's probably full anyway. It is. And research done again. This battery went somewhere else, doesn't it? Robotics, battery equipment. Oh, robotics opens up a nice little niche as well. Yeah, let's get into the electric engines. Okay, we're getting there. This is much more efficient than what I had going before. And I think this is going to work out a little bit better. So let's get some more going. Okay, with all this backed up, it's difficult to know what the efficiency is right now. And like I say, we're going to have to use long-handed inserters to grab out the research out of these. Because if I just wrap these around here, all of these researches could circulate infinitely and be fed in as they're needed. That's something I may actually do right now. The only problem with this is that it's going to be brought in on both sides of the belt. Or I mean on one side of the belt only. So yeah, it has to leak in kind of weird. This guy can't output right now because of the greens going around. So this is just going to make it to where the greens fill up the whole thing. This is not going to work. Okay, and then we'll get into flight. Sounds appealing. Let's check it out at least. Yeah, so this is a little messed up now. It's got greens and reds on both sides, which isn't what we want. I guess the only way to do it is to run the conveyor belt all the way around to this top here. Which seems a little silly to me, but I'm going to do it anyway. Okay, so now they're going to be constantly circulating, which is fine with me. Okay, so we've got the output here. I've got the long-handed inserters, which ought to be able to handle this. Haha, handle. It looks like I've accidentally grabbed... Oh no, there it is. It was hiding behind the power pole. Difficult to see. This is only going to allow one side of the transport belt to grab these guys. Unless I split it and then run half of it this way. Which seems a little silly, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. What is it? Spaghetti? Yeah, we don't want to add it to this. Which is a kind of a weird situation to find ourselves in. Because it can't get to all of these labs, for sure. Okay. Shall we do a test on it? Grenade damage 1. So we'll see our first use of black researches on some of these. It makes me wonder if I remove this guy, I can use him right here, and he can grab the reds for this. Then that means I can put this guy here, and he can grab the blacks for that one. Yeah, throw military research in there. So yeah, some of them are coming over here. Most of them are over here already. What are we looking like for production? So we're still being held up by the guns here, which are out of iron, of all things. I wish I could pause the guy and keep him from working. This is almost full, though. In fact, if I just toss in a couple of these, it is full now. So that'll all be backing up that direction. Yeah. Okay. Nope, that's not at all what I want this guy is. This may not be effective because this top guy here isn't going to be able to output all the time. And yeah, the obvious answer to that is yet another splitter. I would say here would be the answer. Oh, it stinks and they don't like it. Trigger an alien attack by pollution. Fun times. They're coming from the left at the coal. Okay, we're putting this here then, and you're going to get shifted this way. Let's pitch in. Okay. Nice. Whoa. When did I get piercing rounds? I should make some of my own too, so that I can be prepared for that inevitability. Okay. That's good. They were able to hold off a pretty sizable attack there, and we were able to research grenade damage, so that's fantastic. That means that, generally speaking, the black research is working. It is being held up by our iron production, but hopefully that's going to be less of a problem now. All of them should be working efficiently now, because they'll be able to output every time it produces. We're going to prioritize right, so that it's only outputting on that one side. And that's roughly half of them. It's fewer than half, but it should work. Okay. I can't imagine that we have any more time for this episode, so I'm just going to go ahead and end it here. Hopefully it's not too short. Hopefully it's not way too long. There we go. This one was output priority to the left, so now I've adjusted it where it outputs equally, which should help this build up a little bit more. I probably ought to prioritize right side so that this is filled up all the time, but this is how it is right now, so it's gonna have to do. And I may... No, we don't have the production to put another gun turret thing here. This will have to do for now. Alright, so that's going to do it for this episode then. If you want to catch another one, be sure to subscribe. Consider supporting my channel through the Patreon link down in the video description. And feel free to check out any of my other videos or playlists that you might be interested in. I thank you so much for all the time that you spend on my channel, and I hope blessings of wisdom and peace on all of you. Farewell.